Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do a Best in Books video for you guys. As you can tell, I am in a different spot than what I usually film at, and that's because my husband is out in the living room and I'm a little weird and I can't record in front of people. I know that probably sounds bizarre, but if anybody's with me, let me know down below. I'm sure I'm probably not alone in this, but yeah, I just feel weird recording in front of somebody. So we are in a new location today, but we are here to talk about some of the best of the best that I read in April. Since it is the end of the month, that gives me the opportunity to gush in my book series. I will leave the playlist to the rest of the best in books that I've done throughout the years down below if you guys are interested in checking those out. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I always like to open up with the best female and male character that I read in that month, and for me, my best female character definitely had to be Blue from Blue Lily, Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. Why I loved Blue so much in this particular book is I feel like she was fierce. She really just like stepped up in this book and kind of took charge. She wasn't pushed around very easily. She had a mission and she was determined. I loved seeing her growth as a character throughout the series, and I really felt like she shined a lot in this read. As for the best male character that I read in the month of April, I had to give it to Delaney Brown from Savor the Moment by Nora Roberts. I really enjoyed Delaney's character. I loved his character mostly because he was so caring. He was there to look over all the girls, and I loved his relationship with his sister. And of course, I really enjoyed his relationship with Laurel. And I just felt like he was such a believable character, a character that I wanted my main character to end up with. I really rooted for him, and I just loved him so much in this book. Now in April, I read a lot of thrillers, so I wanted to give you guys my best thriller that I read this month, and that was Try Not to Breathe. I read this at the very beginning of the month after reading They're Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. I was just kind of in a mood to read more psychological thrillers, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I did recently do a non-spoiler book review, and I will link that down below, but this is the first book that Holly Seddon has written and published, and I highly suggest it if you guys like psychological thrillers that are more on the tame side, that follow multiple points of views, and that have different timelines woven throughout the story. I definitely think this is a good one to check out. I think I read 3 or 4 thrillers this month, and this was by far my favorite. I have a new category that I want to talk to you guys about, and that is the book that gave me the best laugh, and hands down that was November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Now, if I read a Colleen Hoover book, it has to appear in some way, shape, or form in my best in books because Colleen Hoover is queen. Fallon and Ben did not win my best female and male character. I definitely had to integrate this book in this video somehow, and so I decided to do the book that gave me the best laugh, and I was pretty much laughing throughout this whole book. This was definitely her most comedic book that she has written. I feel like it was very relatable, which made me laugh a lot, but Ben is just such a funny character, and I think that's why people love him so much, because while he is serious, he knows how to have a good time. And probably the part that I laughed the hardest at was when he announced that Fallon's panties were red, and you guys are probably like, Hope, what in the world are you talking about? You gotta read November 9 to figure out what I'm talking about. I actually only read one book that I rated a 5 stars in the month of April, and so it was really easy to figure out which one was the best book that I read this month, and that was Wicked Sexy Liar by Christina Lauren. So this is the 4th book. I have absolutely adored this Wild Seasons companion series, and I highly suggest picking it up if you guys are a fan of new adult, or if you've never read a Christina Lauren book before. I definitely think this is the series that you guys should start off with. I've rated, I think, all the books a 4 stars, maybe 4.5 stars out of 5, but this book hands down was my absolute favorite. I also loved the side characters in this novel. If you guys wanted to just read this one, it doesn't focus on the main 3 friend group, so I think that you guys would be okay. But with that said, I highly suggest reading all the other ones because I just love them so much. Alright friends, well I feel like that was a super short best in books video for you guys, but like I said, I only rated one book a 5 out of 5 stars, so it wasn't like my most favorite reading month, if you know what I'm talking about, but I still read some really great books, and I highly suggest you guys checking out all the books that I mentioned in this video. Definitely leave a comment down for me below because I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye!